Hey everyone, in this video we'll show you how to share a quote with a client. So here we are in CRM. We have an opportunity to progress right through to the point where we have created 2 quotes, and now of course we would like to share those with the client for their approval. To do that, come into the opportunity and come into the quote section of the pipeline. You'll see your quotes here. And then coming down to the bottom we have an option to share our quotes. This is very similar to the share function we have on the product and the measure stage. Coming over to the side here, moving from top to bottom, one thing we can turn on is an approval button. So I'll check that and you'll see what that does in a moment. Coming further down, we can also choose which terms and conditions we would like to display. I might check this first one, and at the very bottom we can choose which of the quotes we would like to share. As far as what the client sees, they'll see something kind of like this. You can see we have our 2 quotes here. It will display a little bit different once they open the link. And of course, one other thing we might like to do here is turn some of these details off. Perhaps I don't want the client knowing the quantity, the price, and the total for each line, but I do want them to see the grand total. So I can do that over here with these checkboxes. And there we go. That's looking a little bit better. Coming up to the top again, I can hit the share button. This will then ask me how I would like to share that with the client. I'll pick the email option, and I'll hit send. And here we are in Outlook. CRM will always, of course, launch your default mail application. Here on Windows, that's Outlook, but on something like an iPad or an Android device, that will most probably be the Mail app. So what I can do at this point is hit send, and the client will receive this link. And here is what the client will see when they open the link. So if I scroll down a little bit here, you can see that we have a radio option for each option. So I can tap on those 2 different options and see which products change in what rooms, and also how the price modifies. You'll also notice right at the bottom here, this is the approval button that we turned on. So what the client is able to do is, and this would also apply even if there was only 1 quote, they're able to look at the different quote options, and then if they would like to approve one, they can hit approve. It could be that in a real situation, they might contact you and there might be some negotiation before they eventually click the approve button. But let's assume that in this example, our client was happy with everything and wanted to go right ahead and approve. When they tap approve, they will then be presented with your terms and conditions. If you had multiple terms and conditions checked, you would see those stacking along the top here in tabs. I can come down here and say that I have read and agreed to these terms and conditions, and then I can sign my name. Coming right down to the bottom, we can hit approve now. This is what the client will see on their device when they approve. It's the same thing, but they will now have the approved stamp at the bottom. And then coming back to the CRM app, if I save and reopen this to refresh things, you can see that now DQ000140 has been approved. I can view that approval if I would like. That's going to show me something similar to what the client was seeing at their end. And there we go. That's a brief overview of how to share a quote or multiple quotes with a client and what the approval process looks like for them. If you have any questions on anything we've gone over in this video, then feel free to contact us. Thanks for watching.